What's up, Scorpio? This will be the third time that I try to record your reading. I don't know, I think there's some sort of glitch with the software that I'm using. So I'm gonna try to keep it as short as possible. This is the third time, all right? So, what I'm saying for you, Scorpio, for the third time is that you could be dealing with some sort of obstacle right now when it comes to like your goals or some sort of project or skill that you're working on. I feel like this project is I feel like you're focusing too much on the details when it comes to this project. I feel like you you're missing like the bigger picture. I feel like you need to I feel like you need to like get out of this sort of analysis paralysis, like something that most workaholics would deal with. You're working too much on a particular project, you're focusing on the details to the point where you're losing sight of the bigger picture, and then you never end up sharing the project. It just sits on your desk, and you never get to complete it. You're too focused on the smaller details. You're too focused on the project itself being perfect before you present it to people, to the point where it's hindering your success. So I feel like at this time, Scorpio, that's something you need to work on, is that type of state of mind where you are just so obsessed with something being perfect to the point where it's holding you back. I feel like you need to address a fear of imperfection with this Eight of Pentacles sitting in your blockage. It's like you have the skills, but for some reason, like you're almost like kind of self-doubting and focusing way too much on the details. Like a project or a skill doesn't need to be perfect in order for it to be effective. Okay, Scorpio. Um I feel like maybe you need to gain some insight at this time. I feel like maybe you need to get in touch with your spirituality. With the Star card here, this also represents hope and faith and purpose and renewal and rejuvenation. So maybe you need to go through some sort of renewal. I feel like that makes sense, like having to go through, say, like a spiritual renewal in order for you to tackle these fears of like imperfection or self-doubt, or if you're questioning your purpose, leaning into spirituality will really help you to decipher what it is that you want to do, what it is that you feel most comfortable sharing with the public. Let's see. You could be dealing with a fear of sacrifice too. Some things need to be sacrificed, it seems like. Scorpio, maybe fear itself is what needs to be sacrificed. Maybe that's something you need to let go of in order for you to move forward in your full power and your full purpose. Because right now, it seems like you're just sitting on a project. You're too focused on like making it look perfect, making it look polished. Meanwhile, you have a whole audience of people that could benefit from your skills and your inspiration. So you want to look into that and try to Try to see how you can get out of that type of cycle of just being like a workaholic, and you got to get out of your head eventually and put it out there. There's a possibility now that you could be dealing with a lot of options too, a lot of options when it comes to opportunities, or you could have a lot of ideas in your head right now. It could be options with other people, but I don't see this being like a reading for relationships just yet. I feel like this is a personal reading, and I feel like you're being asked to narrow down your options, especially when it comes to ideas. Don't overwhelm yourself. Don't overwhelm yourself when it comes to projects. Narrow down those options. Choose the one that fits you the most. Choose the one that inspires you the most. Choose the one that gives you the most passion. I feel like you need to go through a period of growth as well, Scorpio. You could be in like some sort of transition too, within like a spiritual type of going through a spiritual path or some sort of spiritual growth. I feel like you're going through an evolution right now, Scorpio, with this Empress card. I feel like this is a type of energy you want to embody as well. The Empress, she is all about development. She represents accomplishment, growth, evolution, and she takes action. All right? She doesn't focus too much on the small details. She puts it out there. And she's confident too. She's confident about her skills. I feel like right now you might be taking the time out to contemplate and reevaluate things. You could be feeling like disconnected, maybe spiritually disconnected. I feel like you need to meditate or get in touch with your spirituality, however you choose to do that. But I feel like meditating is a good place to start. If you're feeling disconnected right now, if you're lacking inspiration, if you're lacking motivation, if you're lacking hope or faith, I think meditation is a good place to start. Just calm down. Just calm down and don't be too analytical. Don't create like analysis paralysis for yourself. Analyzing something to death to the point where it causes paralysis. You want to keep, you want to keep the gears moving. Let me see what else you could be dealing with. I don't want to pull out too many cards because I'm afraid that this reading is going to be too long, and I don't want to lose the recording again, since this is the third time that I try to do your reading, Scorpio. We have the Temperance card here, so you want to focus on balance and harmony, moderation. This card represents patience and divine timing. So you might not see results right away for all the hard work that you're putting in, but just trust the process, all right? Have patience. You have divine timing on your side, all right? And just create something for yourself. Create magic for yourself with this Magician card. I really like this card. The Magician, he creates for himself. He takes action. He manifests. He's a very powerful person. He has a lot of self-confidence. He has clarity. He has willpower. He has skill. He has creativity. So this is the energy you want to embody, Scorpio. Get in touch. Again, this is like the third time I say it, right? Get in touch with your spiritual side, because right here with the Magician card, This is all about like manifesting. Yup, it's all about manifesting. Again, this goes back to like meditating. I feel like meditating is a good place to start when it comes to like manifesting or going through some sort of renewal, in order to like understand your purpose, understanding your gifts, and why you have them, and why it's important that you share them and don't sit on them for too long. All right, let me get to the advice card to close out the message. So, your advice card, we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. With the Ace of Wands in reverse, this is basically like everything that we already discussed here. Your creative spark is blocked or misdirected. All right, so slow down, overcome creative blocks like fear or perfectionism. Stop wishing and start taking small, practical first steps to get a stalled project moving forward. Okay, Scorpio? You might feel drained of ideas, or enthusiasm fades quickly, or you've been having false starts, like projects begin strong but fizzle out due to lack of discipline or genuine inspiration. Or you could be feeling just an overall delay or stagnation, like progress feels stalled, and you might be experiencing disappointment or missed opportunities as well, Scorpio. So what you want to do is begin where you are. Like, don't wait for perfect inspiration, just start, even with a tiny practical step like writing down your ideas. Stop wishing, start doing. Move from abstract dreams to concrete action. All right, refine your rough ideas into a plan. Be patient. Again, with this Temperance card, be patient. Seek clarity. And I believe the way to seek clarity is through your spirituality and meditation. Try to seek clarity through those type of exercises, right? Consult experts and find the right resources to get things moving if you need to. And let go. Don't try to force the issue. Like, sometimes waiting and letting go of the pressure is the best action for yourself. So again, you might have to wait a little bit. Decompress as you wait to see the results of your hard work and stuff like that. Try to understand where your fears come from. Try not to waste too much time or energy focusing on the minor details. Just put it out there. Be confident. Have faith in yourself. Have hope. Trust divine timing. Manifest. Reevaluate things if you need to. But remember to evolve. Evolve past these fears, because it's getting in the way of your purpose. It's getting in the way of this project. That's what I have for you, Scorpio. Hopefully this recorded. God, I hope this recorded. If this made sense to you, please like the video or leave some feedback below in the comments. I would really appreciate it. Other than that, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I love you, Scorpio.